Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The Tories are in a strange place. They are, at the moment, effectively leaderless. Yes, we all know Rishi Sunak is technically still in charge, but he has no authority. There is a leadership campaign about to start, but they're not going to release who the new leader will be until the 2nd of November, which is, 3.5 months away from now. So 3.5 months of blue on blue infighting, and it will get vicious. It will get very catty. There will be, I think, a damaging for the party, a damaging fight, because there's so many people interested in running. Whether or not they get onto the ballot or not is another matter, of course. But you do have Suella Braverman, you do have Kemi Badenoch. Tug on that. Cleverly has now said that he's interested. There's a few others, probably non-starters, but they're interested. It means that there's going to be a whole parade of ugly ducklings. The only trouble is none of these little ugly ducklings is ever going to turn into a beautiful swan. Because let's face it, they're not, are they? They're just not. They say there's no business like show business, but there is. It's called politics. But that's show business for ugly people. And if they're not ugly on the outside, then most of them are very, very ugly on the inside. And that is a sad reality of the world in which we live, because a lot of them are either narcissists, psychopaths, or so forth. You know, there's always a character flaw among them. And yet here we are with this 3.5 month campaign that will undoubtedly cause rifts and splits. It will heighten tensions. It may cause permanent damage as people factionalise and split and form alliances. And whoever emerges at the back end of it and who is announced on November the 2nd will lead a divided, almost, I would suggest, unruly party, riven with these factional infighting from day one. There'll be no one for whom the party can unite around. And one of the big problems, of course, for the Tories is the left-right schism. You have the One Nation Tories, the Wets, the near-socialist Tories, and then you've got the true Tories of the right on the other side. These are two factions that cannot at all ever be reconciled. It may end up even splitting the party. The trouble, of course, is that those on the right do have a natural home to go to, of course. It's called Reform. And I think that those right Tories, those hard Tories, would fit in very nicely with Reform, which would strengthen Reform, not just with their presence, but also with the fact that it would stop Reform becoming a single-person party. Which I've said all along, if Reform is going to last, that needs to happen. You need to get some serious politicians in there. You don't want an en masse movement of Tories into Reform. One or two select, experienced faces going in and working their best is what you want, and then building the base up from the bottom. You don't want a mass dumping of the right of the Tory party going into Reform. But on the other hand, the Tory party itself, if it doesn't retain those on the right, may as well just give up because it becomes centrist. And centrist parties are attractive to no one because political ideas are always left or right. They're always binary. Anyone who sits in the middle is doomed to upset both sides. You've got to pick your hill and plant your flag on it. And the Tories are doing everything they can to plant their flag firmly in the valley. It is going to be an amusing little fight. We're going to see who rises, who sinks, who disappears without trace, and who will emerge on November the 2nd as the final victor of a broken, disheartened, damaged, split, probably irrevocably divided Tory party. Wait and see. 110 days. Thanks a lot. Bye.